I was on vacation in Jamaica the first week of March before the world shut down. And when I got there, I forgot to turn off my dating app. So my phone was now literally a beacon, alerting men across the island that there was an available Canadian woman in their midst. By the time I had reached the resort, I had over 300 likes from men within a 50-kilometer radius, all eager for a shot at a Canadian permanent resident card. If I were a cat, I'd be my cat Boo. And if Boo were a person, she'd be me. We're both sweet, cute, and friendly. We're both motivated by food, and we both like to be aggressively stroked. Whenever I'm asked about my type, I answer with attractive, sweet, funny, with a bit of an edge. But looking at my history, my type is all of that, but with some poster boy for the Nazi party thrown in. So yeah, my taste in men mimic my teeth, straight and white. When men approach me, I can tell if they're interested or if they're curious. And I have no time for the curious man. Because to the curious man, I'm just a bucket list item. You know, and if he likes women a little old, a little fat, and a little exotic, then I'm the freaking triple crown of dating bucket list items. In a display on slave history, there was a contraption called the man trap. And it was a bear trap used to capture runaway slaves. And it was said that once a man was caught in one, he would never try to escape again. And I thought, oh my God, does Amazon sell these? Lots of people say that size doesn't matter and that it's not the size of the boat, but the motion of the ocean. I'm like, I agree-ish. Because speaking as a woman of ample proportions, you need to have the right vessel or a captain at the helm with exceptional steering skills to navigate all of this. Otherwise, you're definitely going to need a bigger boat. I sent somebody a sexy voice memo that I recorded on my phone, and on the phone it sounded fantastic. But when I opened the file on my computer, oh my God. I heard things in the background like the personal massaging device that was advertised as silent. Also, I'm a 54-year-old overweight asthmatic ex-smoker with severe post-pulmonary embolism lung damage. So, there's wheezing. Wheezing is not sexy. So I cleaned it up and I sent it to him. He loved it. But now he thinks it only takes me 2 minutes to finish in Dolby sound. A celebrity announced on a podcast that she had 2 toilets installed side by side so that she and her husband could go together. And I was like, what gross codependent nonsense is that? Like, I hate couples who dress alike. How do you think I feel about the ones who poop together? Ugh. And like, why is doing bathroom stuff in front of other people some kind of relationship or friendship litmus test? Like, I think it's disgusting, and I don't want anyone that comfortable with me ever. You know? And it's like, I understand natural bodily functions. I get it. Everybody poops. I get that. You know, I just don't want to experience it with you. You know? And don't even think about talking to me through the door. You know? Just leave. Just leave the house altogether. Just get out. You know? And like, whenever a man farts in front of me, I'm not going, ooh, he is so comfortable with me. No, I'm like, ew, he just friend zoned me in the grossest possible way. And like, if the day ever comes that I just lean over and let one rip in front of anybody, like that is my aggressive nonverbal way of saying we're done. I'm a crier, but I get very uncomfortable when men cry in front of me. And it not if he's crying because somebody died or something traumatic happened or he's injured. I'm talking about the crying that comes out of nowhere or happens when he's caught doing something or someone he shouldn't. Like the cold cynical part of my personality comes out and I'm like, why is this fool crying? You know, on a date out of nowhere, this dude just burst into tears. Like I was so uncomfortable and he was really upset. And then if that wasn't bad enough, he goes, I'm just so sensitive. And I was like, ugh. I was so turned off. My lady bits made that vault door closing sound. Canadian Blood Services is recommending ending a ban on donations from men who have sex with other men. And I think it's high time. I think it's about time that ban's been lifted. And then I thought about it and I was like, I think anyone who has sex with men should get more than just the ability to donate blood. Like, there should be some sort of recognition for doing the Lord's work, don't you think? You know, like a medal or, you know, a free psychiatric evaluation or danger pay. My last relationship ended because our communication styles were not compatible. Like, my primary love language is quality time, and his was gaslighting. But nobody's perfect. I mean, he was. And if you doubt that, maybe that's a you problem. There are two questions that I don't like being asked, you know, in a dating scenario where I'm trying to determine whether I want to date someone or not. And the first one is, describe your perfect Sunday. For the record, my perfect Sunday is hot fudge. Okay? I know that's not what he's asking, but that's a far better question. And the second one is, if you were stranded on a deserted island, what 5 items would you bring and why? I cannot express how much I hate these questions. Like, ask me something realistic. Like, ask me something that would actually happen. You know, something like, describe a time when you wanted to throat punch someone and didn't. You know, because the answer to that question will tell you everything you need to know about me. You know? And like, when are you going to have a perfect day? Probably never. When are you going to be stranded on a deserted island with 5 random objects? Probably never. And for the record, any one of us stranded on a deserted island, dead within an hour. We wouldn't survive. We would not survive. You know? And your coffee, your personal massaging device, your big giant knife, your personal lubricant, and your Kenny G CD aren't going to save you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.